Hi, in this video I'll be demonstrating this leg stretcher. I'll show you a close-up view and I'll show you the unit working. Right, just analyzing the unit, this gets fitted over here. Just be careful of then trying to pick it up with this because obviously it'll just come loose. There's no pin holding this on. Right, so the seat is here. It's got this backrest. The backrest can be adjusted. There are a few positions here which I'll demonstrate. Right, so the first one is 90 degrees. As you can see, you lift this up and then it can slide to the next one. All it is it's a round bar that is welded here. So it's a very simple design. And if you want to go to the next one, I just lift it. It goes like that and like that. You can adjust this while you're sitting in the leg stretcher. You just put your hand around the back, lean forward and put it in position. It follows a very basic construction. We've just got some square tubing that is bent. There is a nut and bolt traveling through there. It's quite a straightforward design. This is not very high though. It's 38 centimeters. All of this is just vinyl that is stapled onto a board, and then we've got a weld over here, and what we see here is a flat piece, but there are no rubber feet or anything that can help it from scratching your tiles. So just be careful. You might want to do this on a mat, especially if you are shifting it left and right. It's just the steel underneath. Right, this is the top view. These leg sessions, they are 64 centimeters long, and the cushion on the inside is a bit shorter at 54 centimeters. I do find this a little bit of a problem. It does catch my shin a bit here, and this is not very well padded. It has got some foam in here, probably medium density. It's not very soft. What they could have done is had foam going round here, and I'll show you a little bit later when I'm in the unit. You can see that this presses on my shin. It does depend on your height because it does depend on your leg length. Right, the cushion section is 39 centimeters. It's not very comfortable. So I'll just tell you that from the outset, that having sat in here for about half an hour, you do compress this all the way down, and yes, my butt does get a bit sore. Right, so this is the underside. Remember I said there's no rubber feet here, and then over here there's no rubber feet. So you can see that this and this is flush on your floor. Then on this side, we've got these almost office chair wheels. Right, this is the wheel if you're interested in having a look at the quality. I wouldn't consider this premium, but then again, there's not a lot of pressure at this point. These are attached to the legs, which open and close according to a puller, which is there in the middle. It's a very clever design, and I'll demonstrate it. All right, so what we have here is a threaded rod, and that threaded rod is connected to a wheel. So as the wheel turns, the threaded rod turns. As the threaded rod turns, it engages this puller. So the puller has these two wings here, and as we adjust this wheel, the legs will open. So as I turn this, one can see that the distance here is getting shorter. The puller is engaging, pulling the legs open. When you are sitting in the unit and you are rotating the wheel to open the legs, you might find it makes quite a loud clank. What that is as you can see here, it's got these two wings. They climb over the threads here, and unfortunately they've used a threaded rod here, or a nut and bolt, which in my opinion should not have been threaded. So what we find is these, under pressure, they climb, and it makes quite a loud clank there, like that. So that noise is a little bit off-putting. One thinks that it's actually broken one of these threads, but it's just this climbing over the threads. So how wide does it go? Well, actually it goes very wide. In fact, when you get it it's shipped in the negative position, meaning it's beyond 180 degrees. Right, so that is 180 degrees, and that is no problem because it can carry on going all the way around. So you can see that it will be able to stretch anyone's legs, anyone who's got that type of flexibility. Right, so there we go. The legs have actually gone 360 degrees. I'm specifically showing me getting in there because I am a grasshopper, and it is very close to the ground. So it is a bit challenging, especially if you already don't have very good flexibility. So the question is, does it work? Yes, it actually works very well. So I wind it up. Now that is actually my maximum, so don't laugh. Now, as I said, because I'm tall, that is hitting my shin over there, and that's where I think there should have been some more foam. Unfortunately, this is my maximum flexibility, but what I do is I'll watch TV and then I'll just give it a turn. And then after about 10 minutes, it's pulling like hell here, but I'll give it another turn. And it actually balances itself depending on which puller is offering more tension. It kind of self-levels. So what I'd do is I actually turn to the side like this. For me, if these could have been a little bit higher, then I would have been able to do a side split. Remember that I can adjust the seat, so I could effectively lie down and try and do a side split, but this is not quite high enough, so I end up having my legs not at the right angle. But it's designed for this type of split, and it does it very well. In terms of storing it, yes, it does take quite a bit of space. You're looking at over 1.3 meters. Right, just to give you an idea, I'm more on the taller side. I've got longer legs. My inseam here, including my shoe, is above 90 centimeters, about 92 centimeters. So this is how my leg sits, and my back is right against the backrest. So obviously you'll need to adapt for your height. Overall, what is good here is this is long enough for someone who's tall like me. Right, in terms of the quality, I would say about a 6 out of 10. It's not amazing. As you can see, it's already peeling here. The paint is coming off. I do have a little bit of a concern with the seat. Because it's so close to the ground, one ends up pressing quite firmly here. You can see there's already a bit of free play. There is a metal bracket at the back, which I'll show you. But I don't quite think this is long enough. For me, this should have extended to there, because as you can see, it bends quite a lot when I get up. I weigh less than 95 kilograms, but if you're a big person weighing over 120, you might find that you snap this as you're getting up if you're pressing on it. So just be careful when you're getting in and out of the unit. As you can see, there is support there and there, but this piece of plank here is about 8 or 9 millimeters thick. So would I recommend it? Well, the paintwork's a bit on the cheap side. It should have some extra rubber feet on the bottom. This foam cushion here is long, which is good, but it could be a bit higher, and it could have foam wrapped around. You see, right here is the wood, and this is where I feel it going into my shin. It does make a clanking sound every now and then. Overall, it is a clever design, and I do recommend this. Right, just a couple of pictures so you can get a closer view, a more accurate view of the unit. This unit stands off the ground about 12 centimeters. So that's where your legs will be when they are straight on the cushion. It's just about 12 centimeters. The backrest does wobble a little bit, but I'm not worried about it suddenly falling down. All right, thanks for watching and cheers.